Most people think that self-awareness is only about knowing who you are, but it's so much more than just knowing. Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Yvette, and I am a certified social and emotional intelligence coach. And on this channel, we talk all things emotional intelligence. And today, we are talking about the fundamental starting place of emotional intelligence, which is self-awareness. If you don't know who you are, you're not going to be able to show up in the world in an emotionally intelligent way. So the first thing I want to do is talk a little bit about what it actually means to be self-aware. A lot of people think that self-awareness is just about knowing who you are, but it's deeper than that. Self-awareness is recognizing and communicating what's happening within you in real time, your emotions, thoughts, triggers, and behaviors, and understanding why those things are happening. And sometimes that can happen after the moment has passed. Yep, I said it. The definition says that self-awareness is about knowing those things about yourself in real time, and that is absolutely true. Another part of self-awareness is being able to recognize after the fact certain things about yourself. Again, your strengths, your weaknesses, your triggers, right? The things that really get you going in a not so positive way. Your triggers, your blind spots, the things that you may not always be able to see that other people can see. Sometimes being aware of those things after, being able to articulate them, being able to identify why, the why of what you did is still self-awareness. What self-awareness is not? It's not overthinking. It's not judging yourself, self-judgment, not at all. It's not just reflection. Now, reflection is my jam, but it is not just reflection. But reflection is a very important part of self-awareness. And if you don't know how to reflect, that would be a great exercise in you developing your self-awareness. So the thing is that self-awareness really is the foundation of emotional intelligence. But what is emotional intelligence? So emotional intelligence is this buzzword, in my opinion, that people are always talking about. You need to be more emotionally intelligent. This person is really emotionally intelligent. This person lacks complete emotional intelligence. But ultimately, emotional intelligence is one's ability to be aware of themselves and others in the moment, and to use that information to manage themselves and their relationships. So essentially, you know who you are aware of and can read other people. You can use that information to manage how you show up in the world and to ensure you have productive, healthy relationships. That's emotional intelligence. And self-awareness is the starting place for emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence falls in 4 quadrants: self-awareness, self-management, all about self first, which should make sense to you. Then we move to others, the world, other awareness or social awareness, and relationship management. You can't have those things without self-awareness, okay? You just can't. And so this video is my first in the series of how-tos, how to become more self-aware. Starting here, right? There's so many steps, but we're starting here. If you're ready to develop your emotional intelligence, the good news is it's like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the better you become. So you're not behind, you're not late. It's not something that people are necessarily born with. It's something that is developed over time. And maybe some people have an opportunity to develop it or have a head start, and others may have to catch up. No worries. We can develop it. We do hard here, as I like to say, right? So if you feel like it's hard, you're in the right place. So the steps. How do we do it? Okay. So the first thing is step one, to make a decision, right? To make a decision that you are ready to do the work. It is going to be work. Having to sit with discomfort is always work. Having to get feedback from other people is always going to put you in a vulnerable state. And so with that, you want to make a decision that you are ready to do the work. Okay? Are you ready to do the work? Let's go. The second thing in step one is to move towards self-examination. Okay? So we're still in step one. 2 things to do. Make a decision that you're ready and jump into self-examination. And if you don't know how to examine yourself, I have another video where I talk through self-examination and the power of it, how incredibly insightful, unveiling, if you will, right? When you examine yourself, when you look at yourself, right? Take a hard look, the great things and the not so great things. That's how you're on a path to self-awareness. And so that's going to be the first step in developing your self-awareness, is deciding you're ready and then examining yourself. The second step is to ask other people how they experience you, right? So you want to ask them, how do you experience me? I actually have 2 ways that you can ask this question. The first way is the way I just said. Ask people that are close to you, that spend a lot of time with you. Think about it from different settings, right? So people maybe in your professional world, people in your personal life, maybe romantic, maybe platonic, all of the different types of relationships you have. And the more data you get, the more dangerous you can be. So you want to ask people, how do you experience me? Or you can ask, how do I show up in the world? 2 of my favorite questions. And in asking that, you are going to get feedback. And when you get feedback, it is a gift. And just receive it. Dialogue is not really necessary unless you need clarity, but ultimately you're asking for them to give you their unbiased opinion, their unbiased experience of you, and that's going to be additional data. And then the third thing to do is to make a decision about where to start. You want to look at all the feedback from those data points that you have, and then you want to ask yourself a question like this. Can I name my strengths? What are they? Do I know what people celebrate about me? Can I name my weaknesses? I like to call them opportunities, but can I name my weaknesses? Am I clear on the things that trigger me, that really get under my skin? Not only do I know them, but can I communicate them? And what about my blind spots? What are things that other people see that I can't see about myself? Can I name those things? And if I can't name my strengths, my weaknesses, my triggers, or my blind spots, then that's a great place to start. Armed with my self-examination data and my data from other people. The second question is, can I explain why I do the things that I do? Can I explain why I do the things that I do? And if you can't, that would be your second place for you to spend some time to do that reflecting, that self-examination, looking at all that data. Like I say, when you have data, you can be dangerous. So when you have it, you get to do something with it. And you start doing that work. Remember, I said you had to make a decision at the beginning that you were ready to do the work. Okay? Easy, right? Definitely not. And I laugh about it because I wholeheartedly believe that emotional intelligence is a difference maker. I am a proponent of doing the work because I know what you stand to gain. Things like clearer communication, fewer conflicts, better, meaningful, deeper relationships, better decisions, more control over how you show up in the world. And that's just to name a few. Emotional intelligence is a difference maker. So I hope you're ready to do the work, okay? Starting with self-awareness, all right? If you are ready to go on a journey with a certified social and emotional intelligence coach, yours truly, then I would like to invite you to the link in the description to learn more about one-on-one coaching where you can work side by side with a certified social and emotional intelligence coach to help you to fully develop your emotional intelligence and to help you to get the desired results that you want in life. Okay, check that out. How this goes, if you're here for the first time, welcome. Otherwise, like, subscribe, watch another video. Until next time, take great care.